3 and 4. It's me, Mr. A, back with chapter 5 of Don Quixote. Chapter 5, The Sour Fruit of Freedom. The very next day, as Don Quixote and Sancho Panza trotted down the road, they passed 12 men walking in a line, strung by the neck like beads on a great iron chain, with shackles on their hands. Accompanying them were 2 men on horseback and another 2 on foot. "Look, a chain gang of prisoners on their forced march to the sea. They're off to be galley slaves, roped to the oars to row the king's ships," remarked Sancho. "What?" thundered Don Quixote. "You mean they're being forced against their will to march to slavery? How can the king allow it?" "It's not like that," Sancho tried to explain. "They're criminals. They've done very bad things. This is their punishment. Whatever the rights and wrongs, this is a situation that calls for me, the relief of the wretched, the redressing of outrage." "Leave them alone," advised Sancho. "I'll have a word with them first," said Quixote. "What did you do?" he asked one of the chained-up men. "I was a horse thief," replied the prisoner. "And you?" he turned to another. "I stole some wine." "What about you?" he asked a third. "Be quick," snarled a guard, threatening the prisoner with his stick. "This one's a dangerous villain who's committed more terrible crimes than the rest of this gang put together." "You weren't given that stick to ill-treat us," the prisoner retorted boldly. "My name is Pasamonte. I've been in worse places than this and escaped. I'm no coward. Let's just get on with what must be done and make no more fuss about it." "I've heard enough," shouted Don Quixote, moved by these brave words. "Guards, these poor men haven't done any harm to you. Let them go." The guards split their sides, laughing. "This man's a lunatic," they cackled. "Come on, joke over." "It's no joke," cried Don Quixote, hitting one of the guards. Taken by surprise, the guard fell to the ground. "Stop!" screamed the remaining guards, surrounding Don Quixote menacingly. Sancho drew his sword. Though he was frightened, he slashed away so fiercely that the guards fled, terrified for their lives. Quickly, the prisoners seized their opportunity and smashed the chain that imprisoned them. "I've given you and your friends freedom, Pasamonte," Don Quixote exulted. "In return, do one thing for me. Go at once to my lady, Dulcinea of Toboso, and tell her every detail of this adventure, so she knows how valiant I've been." "Don't be so daft," Pasamonte replied. "Of course I won't. I'm not hanging around for you or the Holy Brotherhood." "The Holy who?" asked Sancho. "The police, you ignorant oaf. They'll be looking for us now, and they're vicious. I'd better disguise myself. I know, I'll steal your clothes." Pasamonte snatched the coat Don Quixote had on, stripped off Sancho's hat and stockings, and cleared off as fast as he could. The other prisoners had already disappeared. "Ungrateful wretches!" yelled Don Quixote, shaking his fist to the empty air. "Oh dear," shivered Sancho, his bare knees knocking together. "That horrible Holy Brotherhood will be after us too, for setting them free. We'd better go." Don Quixote swung himself onto Rocinante's back. "How could they treat us so badly, when we did so much for them?" he asked, bewildered. For once, Sancho had no answer. All right, well, thanks very much. I'll be back again on Monday with another one. Meantime, take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.